Был с детства вообще. Сегодня у нас в меню игрушка про опонусов, летающих сахарных. Но будем посмотреть, что это за фигня такая. Так. Сюжет. Что такое опыт как дизайн? А есть только легко и средний, да? Сложно нет. Ну, давай средний. Чтобы уж совсем жизнь-то сахаром не казалась сахарному опонусу.
"20 years have passed since a cataclysmic disaster known as the Shift transformed the Earth. This planet, once a paradise for human beings and animals alike, has become a nightmare. A swirling vortex of storms, fires and eruptions that threatens to devour what little life remains. And yet, life does remain. Animals, certain indefatigable species have proven themselves able to adapt in ways humans could not.
Я хочу назад. Пиши, там явно убежище. Так. Большущая карта, да? А может не такая большущая. Охота на всякое жучье. О, блядь.
А вы там что?
Походу, да. Ладно, пошли вперед. Так уж и быть.
One such species is the sugar glider, a small marsupial unusually adept at navigating this new and treacherous environment.
Дюжи страшно. Лютый ураган. Ну-ка. А сколько мы далеко ушли? О, это острова еще какие-то.
Those sugar gliders, like all life on Earth, now balance on the brink of extinction. Their still beating hearts offer us glimmers of hope, proof that no matter the challenge, life can always find away. This poisonous plant is a member of the Solanum or nightshade family. A single prick of its thorns can cause serious injury to an animal as small as the sugar glider. It may be some time before he regains his strength.
Зараз колючки меня поцарапают, типа.
Like human beings, sugar gliders form powerful familial bonds. Adults and their offspring protect and nurture each other and cooperate in ways that enhance their chances of survival. But no amount of cooperation can avert some disasters.
Чувствую, у нас проблема. Так это был батя, походу.
And where there is life, there is hope. This young family of sugar gliders is living on hope. With their nest destroyed and their father cruelly taken, they'll need every ounce of it to brave the dangers of the wild in search of a new home. Young gliders, or joeys, sometimes remain with their mothers until they are 10 months old. At only 6 months, our young glider will need more time at his mother's side to learn the ropes. Every step forward for this joey is a step into the unknown. His mother and baby sister are the only constants in his life. And his mother has the knowledge and wisdom that come with age. He'll have to follow her closely. He's still young and has much to learn.
Так, кто прицел нашел? Угу. Типа камеру поменять. Так, бегать я не умею, да? Ну или пока не умею. Тогда опонусы не бегает.
Sugar gliders are tree-born animals, out of their element on the forest floor. This plucky youngster must stay alert and find ways to strengthen himself for the arduous journey ahead.
Так, вроде, по-моему, голодает. Может, что спорить, наверное. И что ты не ешь? Странно.
Mushrooms and other succulent plant life not only offer nourishment to the sugar glider, but a path to follow. For where plants thrive, other forms of life can thrive as well.
Так, на квадрат, да, походу, хаос. Блин. Муравей дерется. Чё-то слабо у меня гриб-то лечит. Вернее, не лечит, а еды мало дает. А цветы не жрут они? Походу нет. Вот хрена. Спецназ в действии.
Jumping, a precursor to gliding, keeps the glider nimble and strong. Skills he'll need if he's to survive this quickly changing environment.
Прыгун ёбаный. Где? Чё-то мало ест. Или конца. А, он только ножки ест, он шляпки не ест.
A spider. Though small, it has all the markings of the notorious Black Widow. The sugar glider has eaten the highly venomous Black Widow spider. Fortunately, this hardy youngster has the strength to survive this mistake. After some brief unpleasantness, he'll recover. Lesson learned. The glider must master every skill in his arsenal to thrive, and one of his most notable attributes is gliding. He cannot survive without acquiring this primary skill. But to glide, he'll need strength, and strength comes from food.
Хрена. Люда может лазить прям по всякой херне. Ну, насекомых можно, значит, хавать. Это сначала треснуть. Они успокоились. Потом жрать можно.
The forest floor, despite its dangers, also provides. Plump cloudberries fruit are chock full of nutrients and tasty too. This is Savior Island, one of only a handful of ecosystems that remain. Its dense forests would once have offered cover and comfort to this young sugar glider, but no longer. The island is now a deadly war zone of competing species.
А теперь в тулочке опасно.
The sugar glider feels most at home in the trees, and for good reason. The glider's whole body is adapted for the high life of the forest canopy. Opposable thumbs on his hind feet allow him to clasp branches and perform wonderful feats of acrobatics. With his gliding membrane, he can defy gravity itself and float on the air like a piece of paper, at least in theory.
Фига, спецназ.
An excellent first attempt. The young glider has soared successfully from one of the island's trees to another, despite the dizzying drop in between. But the energy expended in this first glide has left him famished. Perhaps it's time to stop for a snack.
О, улитки синие. Я спорол.
A delicious meal. There's nothing like a successful hunt to put the spring back in your step. The sugar glider forges ahead with a new vigor.
Так. Давай ешь улитку, вкусная улитка. Ого. Чего тут нора? Ultimate. Ай, блядь. Колючие ебаные. Козу схватил. О, земляничка. Крутяк. Можно землянички пожать.
The glider has ventured close to the cliff's edge. The winds here are harsh. One wrong move could send him tumbling into the waters below. And because gliders can't swim, this would be a deadly mistake.
Парк имеет. Блин, тут опасно. Ой, так вода нельзя.
The terrain is rocky and inhospitable. Nothing like the smooth tree trunks and sturdy branches the sugar glider is used to. Crags, steep slopes and sudden gaps in the earth present a treacherous challenge.
Ой, блядь, сраный муравей кусается. Чё, блядь, за жопу меня тебя... Чё-то... Вот, блядь, где ты? Чё, я погубил? Сраку мне покоцал. О, земличка. Иди сюда. Всегда перекусывать.
Up ahead, a scorpion. This creepy crawler wields a dangerous
Шпион,
weapon,
ящер
a toxic stinger that could kill the glider with a single jab. And this striking fiend won't let the glider go without a fight. This gutsy Joey has a battle on his hands.
Ой-ой-ой. Да. Слушайте, такое.
He's done it. The sugar glider
Oh,
reigns
cheer.
victorious, a testament to his rapidly developing skills. With a newfound confidence, he pushes forward toward the next challenge.
О, я еще соскочил. И закусим земличкой. Ништяк. Что такое додж? А, типа стефиться может. Окей.
Sugar gliders have powerful instincts that can alert them not only to the presence of predators, but to the safest paths forward. But instincts are useless if they're ignored. The glider must learn how and when to listen to these inner nudges. Finely honed instincts could mean the difference between life and death.
Ага. А типа кустики туда не лазить, не красные, давай. Ну воду как бы тоже не лазить. Она мокрая, к тому же он плавать не умеет. Ебаный.
The sugar glider has taken...
Эх, ты же ешки. И утонул, и колючки нахреначился. Ах, ты же ешки.
chilling cry was uttered by a bearded vulture, a massive bird that could crush the sugar glider between its talons like a porcelain doll. The sugar glider's senses are on high alert. Every instinct in his body tingles in the presence of this threat. He moves cautiously, keeping inconspicuous and out of sight.
Страшно.
The vulture is aware of movement on the ground. It could spot the glider at any moment. Our Joey must remain quiet and hidden if he's to survive.
Я обязательно выжил. Все.
Narrowly avoiding the vulture, the sugar glider can breathe a sigh of relief. For now.
Ну, неплохо было бы отдохнуть.
A lizard is in the glider's sights. He must tread lightly. These scaly delicacies are quicker than they look. Lizards, a perfect meal for this family of gliders on the go. The Joey takes cues from his mother, who uses stealth and speed to stalk these tasty treats.
О, она сидит.
Satiated and energized, the glider is ready for the journey ahead. But his mother and sister haven't been so successful. Our Joey mustn't give up the hunt, not until his family is as full and fed as he is.
А че она сидит-то? Че мне надо? Я сейчас еще одну схватить. Это фиолетово. Все, заклобосил, успокойся.
These lizards are...
Ай, хвалить надо было. Ты, мне походу прям вот ящерицу надо. Ты что, съебывать?
These lizards are
Скотина, блядь.
He's done
Вот
it.
так.
This wriggling lizard will make a fine meal for his mother and sister.
Чем мама уже утопает-то? В дальней дали. Дерево какое-то. Куда?
A storm rumbles in the distance. The glider must move quickly to avoid being caught in its rages. A swinging branch attached precariously to a vine. For most animals, this obstacle would be impossible to bypass. A fall from this height would be fatal and not worth the risk. But the sugar glider is a masterful acrobat and light on his feet. He may succeed here where others would undoubtedly fail.
О, фига себе, запнулся.
The sugar glider has eaten the highly venomous black widow spider. Fortunately, this hardy youngster has the strength to survive this mistake. After some brief unpleasantness, he'll recover. Lesson learned.
Да, значит, пауков есть не стоит. Они стрёмные. Ой, что за говно?
This giant skeleton once belonged to a whale. The glider has never seen such a thing, and there's no reason he should have. But sadly, the presence of this decomposed carcass so far inland is no mystery. Seismic changes, likely a tsunami caused by the shift, no doubt deposited this unfortunate creature onto the island. The poor beast perished here, unable to return to its watery home. What remains a mystery is how sugar gliders, these tiny, intrepid mammals, have managed to survive the Earth's upheavals, while so many others have failed.
Ух, ё. Так, план опять. Че, я прям долечу?
Unaware of the mystery surrounding his existence, the glider explores, taking in the strange sights and smells. By necessity, our glider is active during the day, though they are usually nocturnal. He'll have to use every instinct available to him to survive this strange and hostile landscape.
О, жабка. Сейчас мы ее схватим. Иди сюда. Сраная лягуха. Сейчас надо засаду устроить. Работает спецназ. Блять, а где она? Сейчас спецназ, кажется, не работает. Я потерял жабу. А вот он. О, с одного вкуса. Нет, она живая. Сволочь. Все, сопал. Ништяк. Это лопасть от хренолета. Так, чуть не сюда, походу.
The clever glider turns a log into a vessel. A little
Oh,
innovation goes a long
up
way
there.
on this island.
Ну, карась. Был. Странный карась мешает побыть. Хочу, чтобы я погиб.
A pathway leads to a potential nest. But what hides inside those gently swaying grasses? A cluster of spiders attacks. With their superior numbers, they could easily overwhelm the sugar gliders. Insect and arachnid populations have risen precipitously since the shift.
Чего началось? А там что-то летут вообще. Тухните, сраный паук. Зазора хватит, все, вытащи нахуй там молюзда. Блин, ее покусали.
The habitat of the sugar glider has changed dramatically since the shift. Driven from the trees by torrential storms and forced to adapt to life on the forest floor, these tiny marsupials have shown remarkable resiliency. Where larger, brawnier animals have failed, sugar gliders continue to survive and adapt in ways that remain mysterious to us.
Да, то есть я метки ставить не могу никакие. Это чё? Это я в гнездо пропутешествовал, что ли? Какая хрень. Я же не хотел.
Butterflies, a feast for the eyes as well as the stomach. These fluttering insects will make a hearty meal for our young glider. Remarkably, the glider catches butterflies but does not eat them. Instead, he stores them for later.
Угу. Так, мне нужны розы антиан.
Extraordinary. The glider has fed the butterflies to his mother, who now appears to be recovering from her spider bite. There is no reason a butterfly should provide an antidote for spider venom, and yet it appears to have done so. Is it possible the nectar or pollen the butterflies have been feeding on contains some hidden properties we are as yet unaware of? And how did the sugar glider know that this antidote would do the trick?
У них инстинкты.
This tumbling waterfall presents a beautiful but dangerous challenge. Its splashing waters threaten to throw the gliders off course while drenching nearby nooks and crannies in slick liquid.
И что делать?
Saviour Island is home to a wide variety of bioluminescent fungi. These glowing mushrooms, nature's nightlights, help guide the sugar gliders on their way. A complex relationship seems to exist between the gliders and these mushrooms. Sparkling sprouts that provide food, illumination, and perhaps, as has been theorized, something more. Despite these challenges, the young glider pushes upwards towards the open air. The glider and his family are finally back on solid ground. Now, on to the next challenge.
Я сначала пожрать. Так, тут что-то есть. Надевай. Что это такое? Ты мёд, что ли? Сраный кузнечик. Получился сраный кузнечик.
This gully is dominated by a skulk of foxes. These ravenous omnivores would love to have our family of sugar gliders for dinner. The gliders will have to be quick and quiet if they want to avoid being on the menu. Mother has the right idea. Darting quickly from hiding spot to hiding spot right under the fox's noses. It's a risk, but it works.
Страшно.
Though foxes hunt, they are also skilled scavengers, adept at locating and then feeding on the decaying carcasses of other animals. Over time, the dead have become more plentiful than the living, and scavengers have come to dominate the island. But this imbalance cannot last forever. Eventually, food will run out for the scavengers as well. The future of life on Earth depends on whether small mammals like the sugar glider can find a way to rebound.
Ну, а потом эволюционирует, поставит свою цивилизацию. Земля будет принадлежать опонусам. Точно, лица не могут по деревьям лазить.
A joyous reunion. Together once more, the sugar glider family enjoys some much-needed rest. The vulture returns. Its arrival is sudden, leaving the gliders no time to hide or even react. There is little chance of survival. A sad reality of life on this perilous island.
Фига себе.
This young glider is resilient, more resilient than any of us could have expected. But the loss of his mother and sister has affected him deeply. The poor Joey cries out, his unique vocalizations expressing his sorrow, but also sending out a signal to his mother and sister. He is alive and will be coming for them.
Там не лишний. Вот. Не буду.
There's no time to lose. The longer the glider's mother and sister are in the clutches of the vulture, the lower their chances of survival. The Joey bounds forward with a new determination to reunite with his family. A peculiar relationship exists between surviving species like sugar gliders and the fungi native to Saviour Island. The fungi seems able to influence these animals in ways researchers have yet to fully comprehend. It's as if an enhanced evolutionary process is at play, one that both strengthens these animals physically and heightens their instincts. Researchers have dubbed this phenomenon fungi symbiosis and continue to explore its effects.
Чуть не потом. Че, вниз, что ли? Что-то вниз-то неохота, там глубоко.
A whirlpool formed when two opposing currents clash. In this case, two low-lying rivers forced together by seismic shifts. This watery obstruction presents a potentially deadly challenge to the sugar glider.
А, теперь по бревнам, походу. Значит, никак. Яма.
A wealth of amphibians live in these dank caverns, a bona fide feast for our young glider.
Что там приобретено? Саламандру какую-то захерячил. Блять. Тоже знал, что тут вода. Я не знал. О, это паук там херачит. Ящик. Офигеть. Ох ты штучара, ты посмотри, что это.
A scarlet king snake. This species is non-venomous, but still dangerous to our Joey. One of its favorite foods are small mammals like sugar gliders. The Joey will have to battle his way past it.
Ох ты ж.
The young glider is getting weak. Luckily, the forest floor should help him regain his strength. The quick-thinking Joey should prowl the woods for food, hoping these morsels will help him to be back on the road to recovery. An impressive victory for our little Joey.
Че, я буду крафтить, нет? Ах ты, сука, жучая ебаная. Не, змею не ест, походу.
From the bowels of the earth sends rocks and streams of water pouring into the gulch. This glider must use all his skills to quickly reach the ground level before the rising water does.
Ну что же, ладно, продолжу как-нибудь в следующий раз. Всем молодец. Я очень хорошая. Буду обязательно ходить.
A tremor from the bowels of the earth sends rocks and streams of water pouring into the gulch. This glider must use all his skills to quickly reach